Good morning, children. Today we will start what we were doing yesterday. We will continue with that. And yesterday we started with the third factor of ecosystem, second factor of ecosystem, which was the decomposition. First was productivity, then it was decomposition. We come to the third factor, which is energy flow. The third factor of this is energy flow. Factors of ecosystem. And we are on the third factor, and this third factor is energy flow. We have discussed the two factors, the productivity and decomposition. Now we will be discussing this third factor, energy flow. In energy flow, we already know that the sun is the ultimate source of energy, as I told you yesterday, and then from the sun, the energy flows to the green plants, which convert it into organic matter by the process of photosynthesis. So these green plants are primary, these are producers. And then from producers, it flows to the herbivores. I'm just writing herbie. So these are primary consumers. And then from this, it goes to the carnivores, which are the secondary consumers. And then same way we have the tertiary consumers also and the top consumers. So this is how the energy flows. And I told you that what are trophic levels? There are different trophic levels. Trophic levels, and what are these trophic levels? Trophic levels are basically functional site of an organism. So like this is one trophic level, this is another trophic level, this is another trophic level. So we have different trophic levels which forms the functional site of every organism. Like this is the functional site of the producers, this is of primary consumers, and this is of the secondary consumers. Now there are two types of food chain basically. The two types of food chain. On this basis, we have food chains, and I told you what is a food chain. We have, suppose we have green plants or grass, let's say grass. Grass is eaten up by frog. Frog is eaten up by snakes. Snakes are eaten up by eagle. So this process of eating and being eaten up is food chain. And like here in the food chain, what we can see that the frogs are dependent only on grass, and the snakes are dependent only on frog, and the eagle is dependent for its nutritional requirements. It is dependent on snakes also. This is food chain, and this type of food chain doesn't exist in nature. In natural system or in nature, this food chain doesn't exist. In nature, we have food web. In nature, we have food web, and this food web is interconnection of various food chain or interlinking of various food chain. And this food web is formed when there are many options available. When there are many options available. So like many options, by many options, what do we mean? Suppose we have, say, we can have grass, we can have herbs, we can have shrubs, we can have trees. All these, they give us the vegetarian food, or we can say plants. Okay, so these can be eaten up by goat, this can be eaten up by cow, this can be eaten up by horse, this can be eaten up by say buffalo. So many options are available at each level, and these can be eaten up by, say, lion, these can be eaten up by, say, tiger. Okay, many carnivores are there. Vultures, eagles. Okay, rhinos, foxes. Okay, sorry, this, what do we say? Hyenas, etc. So there are many options available, and then further these top consumers are also there. So here, this way, these are eaten up. There are many options available. When many options are available, a food web is formed, and in nature, this food web is seen. Food chain is not seen in nature. In nature, what do we observe? We observe food web in nature. This is observed in nature. Food chain is not seen. There are food web which is observed in nature, and because of the presence of food web, even if one species extincts or dies, the complete food chain doesn't get affected. Like suppose here, the herbs, they eliminate, then what is going to happen? Of course they have got options. The cow, it's not that it is dependent only on herbs, or the goat is dependent only on herbs. They will feed on the grass, shrubs and trees. So there are various options available. So death of any particular species doesn't affect the web or the chain at all. This is what I want to say. Now, on the basis of what is available in the nature, there are two types of food chain. Two types of food chain. The two types of food chain which are seen in nature, food chains which are seen in nature, are GFC and DFC. GFC and DFC. GFC is grazing food chain. Grazing food chain. And DFC is detritus food chain. So two types of food chains which are seen in nature are grazing food chain and detritus food chain. This grazing food chain and detritus food chain, they are found in different ecosystems. I'll just shift this grazing word a little on one side. I feel this is now, yes. So grazing food chain and detritus food chain, both the chains can be seen in nature. Now, what happens in grazing food chain? I'll give you one example of each food chain. The grazing food chain, suppose this is A and this is B. I give you the example of A. Suppose there is grass. Grass is eaten up by goat. Goat is eaten up by, say, or this goat can be eaten up by man, and it can also be eaten up by a lion. Okay, if you see in the food chain, if you see the man, two organisms, one is man, and that means human being, the first type of organism, human being, and the second organisms which are microorganisms. They are present at every trophic level. Present at every trophic level. They are present at every trophic level. What? The human being and the microorganism. Both are present at every trophic level. If you see in a food chain, the human beings, they can eat the plants. The human beings there, if you see this chain, the human beings can eat goat. They can be present at various trophic levels. Same way the microorganism, they can decompose at this level, they can decompose at this level, they can decompose at this level. So microorganisms and human beings, they occupy any trophic level in the food chain or food web. Now here, what I have written is grass, goat, or lion, or we can say man also. So this is an example of grazing food chain. Grazing food chain, grass eaten up by goat, and the goat eaten up by lion. Now I'll tell you one example of detritus food chain. Now in the detritus food chain B, we have detritus. Detritus means, yes, beta, what do we mean by detritus? Yes, bache, detritus means Yes, beta. Anybody who can answer what is detritus? Because unless you don't know what is this, you will not be able to understand. What is detritus? Dead decaying material. Yes. When um, a big size uh, organic matter is broken down into small fragments. So detritus is formed as a result of fragmentation. This is formed as a result of fragmentation. That means a bigger in size organic matter. Suppose this is a leaf. This is this is a this is fallen leaf. Now, when it is acted upon by decomposers, when this is acted upon by decomposers, what is going to happen? Decomposers or detritivores. This will break into smaller fragments, small pieces. This will break into small pieces, and these small pieces are known as detritus. Detritus. This is detritus. That means a bigger leaf broken down into small pieces by decomposers or by detritivore, and this process is fragmentation, and this is detritus. So what we get, this DFC or detritus food chain, it starts from detritus. Detritus, of course, the small fragments, broken fragments. So this detritus, who eats this detritus, which is present in the form of small fragments, this is eaten up by earthworms. Earthworms. These earthworm in turn eaten up by sparrows. And this sparrow at last is eaten up by a bigger bird. It can be an eagle. It can be an eagle or it can be falcon. Any bigger bird will eat it. So this bee, detritus, earthworm, sparrow, eagle, or falcon, is the example of detritivorous food chain, detritus food chain. So this is another type of food chain, which is detritus food chain. And in nature, we find these two food chains, GFC and DFC, grazing food chain and detritus food chain. Anything which you could not understand in this, or shall I erase and move on to the next? Yes, beta, any query in this? Any query in this, bache? Anything? Any query, or is it understood? Okay, Paras and Sukh Sahaj, always these two. Any other? Yes, beta, any query from any other student? Yes, bache? Yes, beta. And I was checking your paper, and some of the papers, the answers were similar, as if taken, not some papers were very good. Paras, he had written excellent. Sukh Sahaj has written excellent, very nice paper they have done. But some of the students, they have written the same thing. If it is insulin, they haven't made the diagram, they haven't made the two chains, they haven't shown the C peptide, they haven't shown how it is broken, nothing is done. They have written just 4 lines from the net and answered. Many questions are done like this. So sometimes you get a very bad feeling that you are putting hard work, you are making them understand, and still you people are not responding. So this is very disgusting. There are many questions, that insulin question. Then there was a question, this Miladogyne incognitia. That question, 3 marks question. Nobody have, most of the students, they have done it very bad. Not given the example of Miladogyne incognition. Then flavor savor tomatoes. I did that question so many times with you, and I explained you with the flow chart also, but nobody has done. Nobody has done it that way. I don't know, you people don't even watch the video, because if you watch the video, you will be able to come to know, like right now it is on the board. So if you just watch the video, this will come on the board. You are able to see it, write it on the notebook, and make your notes also. But many questions, flavor savor tomatoes, I was very disappointed to see this answer. Many students, they haven't done it well. No flow chart, nothing. So it was very bad to see most of the papers. And just keep this in mind, children, that you all are preparing for boards. So prepare it that way. If you do not understand, I'm always there to help you. You ask me, ma'am, please explain this. Or just say, just give me a message on the WhatsApp that tomorrow, just can you take this topic in the during the class. I'll take it. Definitely I'll take it. If you have any problem anywhere, I'll definitely take it. I'm there to help you, beta. I'm always here to help you. But studies, you will have to study on your own. Then only the problems will arise and you will ask me. If you do not study, no problem. You should come up with problem. Right now I have taught you all this, and see, I got response from 2 children. I don't know whether most of you are listening to me or not, or you have just switched on or connected here and you are not there. So you will have to put efforts on your own. If you start studying, then only the problems will arise and you will ask questions. Or at least, like, be aware that what I am teaching, at least answer that you are able to understand, so that I come to know that yes, you are listening. But you have to prepare yourself. See, we can just say that work hard or ask us whatever you do not understand. Rest better you will have to do on your own. You will have to do it. And when you study, then only the problems arise. And whatever, how much you are studying, that appears in the exam. Many students, I already told that copy paste is not allowed. You have to write, click it, and then insert it. But few students, of course the number is very less. I mean, 1 or 2 students, they have done it, they have done that typing way, which is not allowed. So children, please, this is my request to all of you. Just understand what I teach in the class. Just listen to it carefully. And after the class, go through it once. Right now also, whatever I have taught, if you could not understand the 2 types of food chain, just let me know. I'll repeat it. But you have to work from your side. Yes, beta. Are you able to understand both the types of food chain? Yes, bache. Are you able to understand? Yes, so many children are there. Yes, beta. Any query in this? Yes, Girish, are you listening? Yes, Girish. Sanjolika. Shruti Lakde. Navneet. Arif. Mariam. Simran. Suzanne, Tanesh, Vanithi, Vanshika, Jasmine, Karthik Thakur. Are you able to understand? Arif, okay. At least somebody responded. Girish, Sanjolika, fine, beta. Okay, it's clear. Fine, Simran. So many times I have said Girish, but Girish, okay, Navneet. बच्चे आपको खुद मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. देखो हम पढ़ा सकते हैं, ओके वंशिका, हम पढ़ा सकते हैं बच्चे, बट हम you know, there is no drink that we will mix it and or you drink that and that will go into your brain. Nothing like that. You will have to study, you will have to work hard. If you have any problem, any time, you just can come up. We will always help you, beta. लेकिन मेहनत आपको खुद करनी पड़ेगी, खुद करनी पड़ेगी. Nobody is going to help you in that. Fine, we are there to solve your problem, but पढ़ना तो आपको खुद पड़ेगा. अभी मैंने पढ़ा दिया, whatever I taught, I don't know whether you understood or not, you paid attention to it or not. I'm saying so many times, if you have queries, you can come up. If you are not understanding, you ask me, I'll repeat this topic. So I can only say, na, responding is your part, your function. You have to respond. है ना? So unless You come up with your problems, how will be able to solve it. Okay, just better work hard. Just start studying now, seriously. And whatever is being taught in the class, just listen to it properly. That solves 50% of the problems are solved if you listen to what the teacher is teaching in the class. If you pay attention to that, 50% problems are solved. Okay, so I move on to the next means the difference between GFC and DFC. I'll make you understand what are these two types of food chain. I have given you example of GFC, grazing food chain, and the second is DFC, detritus food chain. So grazing food chain is grass, goat, and lion. Detritus food chain is detritus. Detritus is when a bigger piece of organic matter is broken down into smaller pieces by decomposers. जैसे कोई पत्ता गिरा हुआ पेड़ से, ये पत्ता गिरा हुआ, what will happen after some time? It will dry up, and then presence of moisture and temperature, what will happen? The decomposers will act on it. The decomposers will act on it, and these decomposers will start eating it. And what will happen? It will break into small pieces, and these small pieces of this leaf, then this is known as detritus. This will be known as detritus. So this detritus is this: any organic matter when is broken down by the decomposers, we call it detritus. This detritus is eaten up by the earthworms. Earthworm, who eats earthworm? Sparrow. Who eats sparrow? The bigger birds. So this is the detritus food chain. Now I'll tell you some differences between the two, or I'll explain you what is a GFC and what is DFC. Detritus food chain and what is the grazing food chain. So I'll make you understand both the food chains. Now here, I'll tell you a few points of GFC food, grazing food chain. I'll tell you a few examples of grazing food chain. In grazing food chain, what happens that what from where the energy comes? So this is based on flow of energy from sun. This is the first point of this is based on energy flow from sun. This is based on this. See, I have started from grass. So grass, from where the energy comes in grass, it is obviously from the sun. So it is based on the energy which is coming from the sun. Okay, now what happens into this? When the energy comes from the sun, here in the grazing food chain, when the energy comes from the sun to the producers, that means what are producers? Green plants. Okay, these are green plants. When this energy comes to the producers, these producers, what do? Whatever nutrients are present in soil, whatever nutrients are present in water, the nutrients which are present in air, those are used up, and those are bound bound to form organic matter. Now from soil, what do they take? Minerals. Okay, from water, again minerals and water. From air, oxygen. All these are inorganic substances. These are inorganic substances which the green plants take. So inorganic matter, these green plants, they take the inorganic matter. Okay, green plants take inorganic matter from the soil, from the water, from the air, and then what do they convert? Even the sunlight is coming to them. Sunlight is coming to them. Now, when the green plants, they take inorganic matter and the sunlight, they convert this inorganic matter into organic matter. That means when they take all the minerals, water, etc., from the soil, air and water, when they take all this, then what happens? These green plants, by utilizing the sunlight, they convert into organic matter. What is organic matter? Carbohydrates, starch, glucose, etc. They convert it into organic matter. So we can write the second point: it binds the inorganic nutrients into organic matter. or it converts the inorganic nutrient into organic matter. So the second point of GFC is, second point, we can also write the first trophic level is occupied by producers. We can write down second point, first trophic level. This is first trophic level. Grass is the first trophic level. Goat is the second trophic level. Lion is the third trophic level. Secondary trophic level or primary consumers, secondary consumers. So first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level. In detritus, this is detritus, first trophic level, second trophic level, third trophic level, top consumers. Okay, like this. So first trophic level in grazing food chain is occupied by, first trophic level are always producers. First trophic level we have in the first trophic level always the producers. Now what do the producers do? The producers, they bind, or we can say that in this, the producers, it binds the organic matter, the inorganic matter, the inorganic nutrients, binds the inorganic nutrients into organic nutrients. Into organic nutrients. So from the inorganic nutrients, what do we get? We get, from the inorganic nutrients, we get organic matter or organic nutrients. We can also write organic matter. We get organic matter from the inorganic nutrients. What do we get? We get inorganic, the organic matter. Now another one. Another point of difference between the two is this one, the GFC, because it gets its energy from the sun. So it adds energy to the ecosystem. Adds energy to the ecosystem. The fourth point is, it provides organic matter to the detritus food chain. What is detritus food chain? See, basically what happens. This is sun. From the sun, energy comes to the green plants. These green plants, they convert the inorganic. What do the green plants do? Inorganic matter, inorganic nutrients. These inorganic nutrients are converted into organic matter. Organic matter, that means glucose is synthesized and all is and done. Now that means green plants eaten up by inorganic matter, then it will be eaten up by say goat, ultimately eaten up by lion. This is what is, so the organic matter from them is passed on to goat and then lion. This is what happens. The organic matter passes from one trophic level to another trophic level. This is what happens in this chain. Now that means when this goat is dying or the lion dies or the green plant dies, what happens? When they all die at any trophic level, then what happens? Even if a green plant dies or a goat dies or a lion dies, when they die, what happens? Their dead bodies are acted upon by decomposers. When any organism dies, after some days it starts smelling and it starts decaying. So that decaying process is brought about by decomposers. When the green plants die, goat dies, lion dies, they are acted upon by decomposers. That means they get converted into detritus. That means when these dead bodies, they decompose, they are converted into detritus. After decomposing, what will happen? They will break down into small fragments. They will break down into small fragments, small fragments. And these small fragments into which they break down is known as detritus. This is known as detritus. Then this detritus, it will be acted upon by earthworms, say earthworm, or many types of worms are there who eat up this detritus. Many worms are there, not only earthworm. Earthworm feeds on the plant material. Of course, the detritus of green plant will be fed by earthworm, but the detritus which is obtained from a goat or from a lion will not be fed up. The earthworm will not feed on it. There are different worms which feed on the detritus which is obtained from animals. So then that way the detritus food chain will be formed. So ultimately, see, it is a cycle. That means GFC is followed by DFC. Are you able to understand? Grazing food chain, after what comes after grazing food chain, what is there? DFC, detritus food chain. So it is like a cycle. So here what I want to say is, uh, this organic matter which is formed here, this organic matter which is formed here after the death of the grazing food chain, from where this organic matter has come, that means the GFC, the grazing food chain, has provided the organic matter for the detritus food chain. Are you able to understand?